Hey guys, in this video I'm going to give my first impressions of the Panasonic G9 as a G85 user. I'm upgrading, and what an upgrade this is. Everything from the viewfinder to the build quality, the video modes, everything's a step up, even the neck strap here. So Adorama is running this incredible deal. They bundled the battery grip, a $100 gift card, and a very nice shotgun microphone with the G9. $750 worth of content for free. So I got all that. I used the gift card to get a nice fast memory card and a mini tripod. So the G9 has really won some accolades since it came out. This Pocket Lint review called it the best mirrorless camera money can buy. This is, of course, before the Sony a7 III came out. So even with all this, it only has 12 reviews. The Sony has 119 on Adorama. So the Sony is obviously the hot seller. And in my own comparison, even I said the Sony is probably a better value, but the strengths of Micro Four Thirds are keeping me with the system, the stabilization, the versatility. I think in my case, it's going to serve my needs better than the Sony. So first of all, what you get is one of the very best EVFs you can buy. It has a 120 frames per second refresh rate, XGA resolution, 0.83x magnification, just a total joy to use. And yeah, and you can see there's a little bit of pincushion distortion, but it's like going to the IMAX and complaining about that. It's so big, you don't focus on it. It's a beautiful EVF. This is a 4-second handheld shot made possible by the upgraded stabilization on the G9. So the fact that it's a smaller sensor means it can move more to compensate for camera shake. Like in this 4K 60 frames per second video, you can see it almost looks like I have a gimbal, but I'm just walking, carrying the camera. It stabilizes so well, and that's really one of the reasons why I'm staying with Micro Four Thirds. I just came to love that next level stabilization I get. Even with the G85, the G9 just takes it to a whole new level. Now that upgraded stabilization hardware on the G9 makes this 80 megapixel pixel shift high resolution mode possible. This is all in camera. Look how quickly this works. It really surprised me. It just whizzed out those 8 shots so fast. Now, unfortunately, on Affinity Photo, it's not able to process the RAW files yet. So I just use JPEG. I can set a separate JPEG preference for high resolution mode. And you can see the JPEGs hold up just fine. There's plenty of fine detail there. So hopefully in the future I can get RAW support with Affinity Photo, but right now it's not in the cards. This is a clip with my iPhone just to show how dark it is in here, but with that EVF and stabilization, you can go to very dark environments and just bang out these crystal clear bright shots. It's just very cool. And you get face tracking and eye tracking. I'll go into that more in the full review, but now I want to talk about one of the things I railed on the G9 about during my comparison with the Sony and the Fuji. It's the raw dynamic range and the shadows. So let's play with this file a little bit. It's ISO 200 raw. Pushing the shadows all the way up to 5 stops. You can see a little bit of purple there. But overall, the files really are noticeably cleaner than the G85 in highlights and shadows and color fidelity. It's a trade-off I'm willing to make. I think I can work around it. I can kind of process it out by playing with the shadow hue a little bit. But here I'm going to take this shot. I'm just going to max out the highlights and shadows and take a look at it. There's really a lot there to work with. I don't think it's going to hold me back. I kind of have a knack for working with the limitations of cameras they use and figuring out how to work around it, so I think I'll be okay. Overall, the image quality is much better than the G85. I'm noticing that right off the bat. And as I intend to sell the G85 and the kit 12-60 lens, I went ahead and picked up an upgraded Panasonic Leica 12-60 f2.8 to f4 for a really nice price on eBay, $630. When this lens was launched, I don't know if you remember, but it was $1,000, so it's really fallen quite a bit. I think part of that is because this lens is bundled as a kit lens in some of the higher end bodies like the GH5 and the G9 is available as a kit lens. So I was able to get this great deal. So when that comes in, I'll give some impressions on that as well. But anyways, thank you all for watching. This will definitely give me a lot of stuff to digest and play with here. I'll probably have a full review out in a couple of weeks. I also got to play with my new Mavic Air and get a review of that out as well. I just have so many toys right now, guys. So thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all later.